Georgia Academy for the Blind high school art students proudly present The Layers of the Atmosphere.
Well, come on everybody, 'cause you're gonna wanna hear about all 5 layers of the atmosphere. You've got the troposphere, the stratosphere, the mesosphere and thermosphere and exosphere.
The troposphere.
Troposphere, we all live here, and it's 4 to 12 miles high, and it's where those hot air balloons fly. We got all kinds of weather, wind and rain and snow. Whoa, whoa, nitrogen and oxygen make the air up, don't you know? Whoa, whoa, yeah.
The stratosphere.
Stratosphere is way up there, and it's 31 miles high, and it's also where those airplanes fly. It's got lots of ozone to protect us from that hot sun, 'cause cataracts and melanoma are no fun. Oh no.
The mesosphere.
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, the middle layer is the mesosphere. At -130, it's cold up there. It'll burn up a meteor before it gets too far. That's what we like to call a shooting star.
The thermosphere.
The thermosphere is very thick and its pressure is low. It's hot, hot, hot to keep the earth constant on, don't you know? And it blocks the X-ray and UV radiation, and it makes a roar of light seem like a celebration.
The exosphere.
Yeehaw! Satellites orbit the exosphere. Atoms rarely collide up there, 'cause there's just so much space that far out. Helium and hydrogen can move about.
Brought to you by Georgia Academy for the Blind art students and the Museum of Art and Science. Applebee's animators include Ian Bullock, Nehemiah Rembert, Embria Tharp, Karma Denby, Corey Williams, Maddie Hoffman, Zaria Bupa, Tyzia Brooks, Ashlyn Smith, and Elijah Simmons. Music by Cameron Kimsey. Lyrics by Kristen Appleby.
The first claymation that we did was at the beginning of the year called Art Class Boogie, and it was based on a song that our friend Cameron made.
To make the claymation, we started off with the music that our friend Cameron sang, and we used our iPad, an app on the iPad, to take pictures of the objects that we used for the claymation.
I helped move the arms of the weathermen, and we did it little frames at a time, and it took a while to do.
There was a timer that went off every time we took a picture.
It takes 12 pictures to make 1 second of film.
I used this clay and I made a cowboy.
I made the snow for the troposphere.
Remember how you talked about clouds and wanted to feel the clouds that other students made?
Yeah.
And what surprised you?
I mean, it was just, it wasn't like rounded. Like it wasn't,
You thought the clouds were spherical.
Yeah, that's what I thought. They were spherical, like cotton balls, because that's what people described to me. They were cotton balls.
So it's interesting to be able to use the model to learn as we were making the film, huh?
Yep.
I made a weatherman. I love making things out of clay.
I made the hot air balloons and some of the buildings and stuff for like the earth, and then I made the aurora lights and moved some of the stuff for it. Yeah.
My class was in charge of making almost everything in the claymation video. We made trees, cars, I made an alien and it happened to be put in the video. We made clouds and the aurora's lights.
I like watching like the finished product and how the aurora lights wiggled and moved. It was a lot of fun.
So Kim Novak, the curator of education at the Arts and Sciences Museum in Macon, got a grant to reach out to the community to help make more displays, more exhibits accessible to people who are visually impaired and blind. And so she reached out to our school to have our students maybe make a project or a small exhibit to be shown, something that's tactile for those that are blind and low vision. And it's about the atmospheric layers of the Earth.
The first layer of the atmosphere is the troposphere.
The second layer is the stratosphere.
The third layer is mesosphere.
The fourth layer is the thermosphere.
And the fifth layer is the exosphere.
My favorite part of the project was when we got to drill and make the frame. It was very fun.
I enjoyed putting the plaster on the wire mesh thingy on the model. Okay.
I enjoyed drilling the wood.
I liked putting on additional layers of gauze.
I enjoy all parts of doing the project.
I liked working on making the frame of our project.
I enjoy deciding where the plane should go in the troposphere. I have two favorite parts. My first favorite part was doing the plaster, and my second favorite part was feeling the textured labels.
This model has many different bright colors, so you can distinguish the different layers for low vision people, unlike me, who cannot see.
I'm colorblind, so the colors did not help me differentiate the different layers, so I just used the curvature of the layers to tell the difference.
We have LED lights in the thermosphere that represent the northern and southern lights.
We put sunglasses on the stratosphere to represent the ozone layer that protects us from UV rays from the sun.
But we also have tactile models for people who have almost little to no vision at all to understand like what takes place and where. Like for example, there are meteors in the mesosphere. By the way, meteors burn up there. And for another example, clouds take place in the troposphere, so that's why clouds are there.